It's time for baseball on MLB Network. Opening day is here as we get the new season underway with a good matchup between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Chicago Cubs. Hello again, everybody. Baseball is back. Welcome to our special opening day broadcast on MLB Network. I'm joined by Dan Plesac, and Dan, as we get things going this season, it's pitching that has to be key if this team's going to have success.
Just like any team, pitching is going to be a key factor for this ball club as the year plays out. I'm sure the staff will have its ups and downs, but if they can pitch like they can, I think this team is going to be pretty successful.
The game's count starting now. Opening day on MLB Network, and it's coming up next. Kyle Hendricks gets the call to pitch here on opening day in front of the hometown crowd. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Kyle Hendricks is not one of these overpowering guys. He reminds me of Greg Maddux. He's 88-91 with really good sink, great straight changeup, and has the slurve. Not a true curveball, not a true slider. The key to Kyle Hendricks, inducing early contact. The more pitches that hitters see,
Come on, guy. Get your pitch up there.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
1-0.
Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Ed Drummond.
yeah, Matty. Hey, you know what, Dero? This Ed Drummond, he's a good umpire. Fair umpire, good ball and strike umpire. Pretty much straight down the road.
That's all you look for, Dan. Just be consistent. I don't care if you're given 2 to 3 inches off the outside corner, but you can't do it on the inside corner. If you're going to stick to one thing and stay consistent with it, no player will have a gripe with you.
3-0 now.
I'd be shocked if this wasn't a 4-pitch walk right here. He doesn't want to mess around and leave something over the heart of the plate and get beat in this situation.
That one bends into the zone. A strike on the breaking ball.
Got to believe he had the green light in that situation. 2 outs, 3-0 count. This guy can certainly handle the bat. That's a perfect situation to let him loose. But I love the fact that he's keyholed in a certain area, and it wasn't what he was looking for.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Right side hit hard. And that's through for a hit.
Hey, that ball was hit hard. Good job.
And there's probably no happier person in the ballpark. Jay Daniel has just collected his first hit in the big leagues. And as is customary, there's the ball being sent into the dugout. Someone will tuck it away for him to put in his trophy case.
Yeah, good for him, and congratulations. Listen, he's worked his entire lifetime for this moment, and he's obviously trying to play it cool right now, but you can bet inside his head, he's on top of the world.
Play ball. 3. Ball 4. Take your base. That's ball 4. Out. You're out. Out. He's out. 3. Out. Ball 4. Take your base. You're out. Out. He's out.
Next to hit will be Wilson Contreras
Leading off
as we
for
move
the
on to the
Cubs,
bottom of inning number
the
3.
catcher, Wilson Contreras.
This is in the air out to right. Long run for the right fielder. And he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
Let's play ball. Out.
All set for the start of the fourth. Digging in to try it again. Jay Daniel. He singled his last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Down the third baseline. But a foul ball here. 0-1.
Pitch and drive.
And the pitch.
Nope, that's the ball.
Attaboy, good lead. Hey, let's go, big fella.
Looked like the sinker there dipped a little below the knees.
Hasn't seen a heater yet in this at bat. One might be coming right here.
Ball 3.
1 strike.
If I'm in the box right now, I'm coming unglued. He is going to throw something over the heart of the plate.
Hey, see, try it. Let's go, big dog.
And that should have been ball 4 there, but it's a called strike, and that runs things full at 3-2.
Hey, get a good one here right now.
Swing, and there it goes. Deep to left field. Into the bleachers and gone. So that's his first home run in the big leagues, and it's fair to say it's a moment he'll never forget.
Well, there's no doubt about that, Matt. People ask him 50 years from now who he hit it off of and what stadium he was playing in, and he'll remember it all. Heck, he'll probably remember what kind of pitch it was, too. Hopefully he can get the ball back so that can go in his trophy case forever.
Play ball. You're out. Out. He's out. 3. Out. You're out.
Coming to the plate now, Jay Daniel,
right
already
fielder.
2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here.
Goes to show you how strong this guy is. That wasn't a bad breaking ball that he hit for a home run in that last at bat. That ball was down and away. He went out and hooked it and pulled it. This guy's definitely a good hitter.
The 1-0 home is an off-speed pitch taken for a ball.
2-0 to a guy with this kind of pop. You better be awfully careful because he's going to be swinging out of his shoes.
Looked like that swing was in slow motion. 2-1.
Hey, boys, you talking about getting your ace swing off right here? That's what it looks like. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
Over for it is Hayward, but he's going to run out of room. It's a foul ball. Here's one for Jeanette, the second baseman. Scooped up, throw on to first, 2 gone.
Let's play ball.
Digging in once again, Kyle
Leading off
Schwarber.
for the
He'll look
Cubs.
to get things going here in
The
the
left
Cubs'
fielder.
half of the 6th.
Kyle Schwarber.
Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Right fielder is on the run. He gets there and makes the play for the... In now, Jay Daniel. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result. That's his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
No balls and 1 strike.
Come on, big dog. Need you here.
Set to deliver the 0-1. And look out as that one ran in and got him.
Let's play ball. 3. He's out. Out. You're out.
And a nice job here to come in and slam the door. That's his first save of the season, but it certainly won't be his last.
6-3 the final score today. Chicago came out swinging with a huge first inning that really set them up well. Kyle Hendricks earns his first win of the season. Jamison Taillon struggled and gets the loss after giving up 6 earned. Dan Winkler wraps it up for the save, his first of the year. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Chicago.
A newcomer to the big leagues is interviewed about a milestone moment in his young career.
We are under the lights this evening as we
Ladies and
get you set
gentlemen,
for another edition
your
of Baseball on the
Chicago
Show. Tonight, an intriguing
Cubs.
matchup between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Chicago Cubs. It's Baseball on the Show, and it's coming up next. Jose Quintana is on the mound for the Cubs in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, thanks, Matt. Lefty Jose Quintana taking the bump right now. Really like this guy. Not overpowering, but great command of the fastball. And he does something a lot of lefties don't do. He'll come in with that fastball to righties. Three-pitch guy. Fastball, curveball, changeup. Throws all three for strikes. Not an overpowering guy, but he is really a control artist.
Into the box, Jay Daniel. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Hey, get your pitch up there and do something with it.
From the stretch. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. Well, guys, as we look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, they're coming off a good victory here in front of the home faithful on opening day.
Yeah, Matty, I know it's a long season.
And that is just past his outstretched glove, and that ought to be a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
Boy, that's one of the, I guess, the advantages of hitting with that ball.
You're out. Out. That's ball 4. Out. He's out.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Jay Daniel. He reached on a single in his first try.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Ball, no.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. And that's high and away, and the count goes to 2-0. Really starting to pour now, and the forecast is not showing any signs of a break in the weather.
Total agreement, Matt, particularly that pitcher's mound. You know, one of the things you have to really be careful, not just for the position players, but that mound gets awfully slippery and awfully wet when it becomes moist like it is right now. So the umpires are going to have to really pay attention to the conditions on the field.
Hayward on the run. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
3.
Now in the box, Jay Daniel. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Well, this has been a lot of pitches for him out of the bullpen. As you can see there, they're asking a lot of him in this one. So I wouldn't be surprised if he gets a day off or two after this one.
The 1-1 home.
Hey, let's go, big fella.
Fouled off. Polanco leads off first with one away.
Hey, drive it.
Swing and a miss on the breaking pitch. 2 away.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time
Up next for the Cubs, the second baseman, Scooter.
Skied into straightaway right. Right fielder is on the run. He can't get there, so the inning will continue. In to score is the runner from first. It's an 8-1 ball game.
bases loaded, and he was looking to drive them all in the second he stepped into the box. Puts a big swing on this thing, and the ball just gets down to the wall, allowing everyone to come around and score. He'll take a 3-run double every day of the week.
Pulled high in the air out to right field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Stepping in, Wilson Contreras. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far.
Contreras.
Here now the 2-2. skied into very shallow right.
2-2-2.
Daniel is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. Settling in now, Jay Daniel. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Daniel.
First pitch on its way. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
Well, he kind of tipped his hand right there. His approach is obviously sitting on the off speed because he was so late on that first pitch heater.
A ball and a strike. 2 runs, 8 hits, and no errors so far for the Pirates.
Bang it, kid. Here you go.
And it's 1-2.
Hey, get a good one here right now.
They try to come in with the fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2-2.
Hey, find something you like up there.
And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2.
Wow, talk about a waste pitch on 2-2. That one wasn't even close. I don't know anyone that would have swung at that pitch.
And, whoa, awfully close, but it's ball 4 according to Woody Keller. Digging in,
Now
Jay Daniel.
Right fielder, Jay Daniel.
On, big dog, right time.
First delivery to him on the way.
Ball.
Hey, let her rip one time.
Off the plate.
Hey, let her rip one time.
The 2-0 on the way is laid off, but in there for strike 1.
You know, he fell behind 2-0, Matty, but he battled right there and got right back in this count. An aggressive fastball middle of the zone.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
You know, in this situation, you almost have to pitch like there's no one on base. That run really doesn't mean anything with the lead they've got. The hitter is the guy that can turn this game on its head.
Swing and a line drive. 1 out and a runner on second base.
Your turn.
Hey, keep it going. Catch up for us.
And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen. This one comes to a close with a 9-5 final. Chicago jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Justin Steele claims the win out of the pen, his first. Joe Musgrove was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
3 hours and 37 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.
Afternoon baseball here on the show. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Chicago Cubs. Major League Baseball on the show starts now. Rick Porcello is the man towing the rubber for the Cubs in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
This ought to be interesting to see how this guy bounces back from last year when he had an ERA over 4. I know his team is expecting better things from him this year. And we'll see if he can continue to get a little bit better, limit the number of walks, and also limit the number of hits per 9 innings.
And into center field as he's aboard with a 1-out single.
Hey, nice hit right there.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove.
Striding in once again, Jay Daniel. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Strike 2 swinging just out in front of the slider. Well, if you love pitching and defense, this has been a game for you. Are you happy with that, Dan?
Oh, you have to love it. You know, Matt, we have so many of these games that are 12-10 and 9-8. It's nice to see a low-scoring pitcher's duel for once.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Swung on in the dirt, strike 3. And the throw is made to record the second out of the inning.
Good pitch there, and that was a nice.
Standing in, Jay Daniel. He looked to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. Now the 1-1 pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. Baez has it.
Come on, get here.
Throw gets him, 2 down. And now back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. Stepping forward, Jared Young. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Heading out towards shallow right. Daniel will come in a bit and put it away for the second out of the inning. Here's Javier Baez.
Leading off for the Cubs.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Daniel is there, 1 away. Digging in now, Jay Daniel. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, expect this.
Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. Into the bleachers and gone.
That's one of those pitches you wish you could take back as soon as it.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Pinch. Hitting for the Cubs, number 20, Scooter.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. And the pinch hitter is retired here, 1 away. Ready. Once again, Jay Daniel. He's 2 for 4 in the ball game.
In the last at-bat, Matty V, that was a changeup he hit to straightaway center field. This guy looks to hit the ball right through the middle of the diamond, and if you elevate the ball like he did on that last one and get that ball up in the zone, he could take you out of the ballpark.
With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Hey, your turn. Drive them in. Clutch up for us, kid.
And this one's over at the knees, 2-1. 2 down, runners at first and second. A bouncer to the left side. Bryant is up with it. Throw on to first is in time, and that snuffs out the Bucco rally as the inning is over. Pirates strand a couple. They still lead it 6-3.
And a nice job here to come in and slam the door. That's his first save of the season, but it certainly won't be his last.
6-3 the final score today. The Pittsburgh Pirates crossed the plate 3 times in the 8th, helping propel them to the win. Tanner Tully earns his first win of the season. Michael Feliz closes the door for the save, his first of the year. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
They left 12 men on base. For the Cubs, 3 runs on 7 hits, 1 error, and 11 runners left on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 11 minutes. Our paid attendance at Wrigley.
We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. A good matchup here for you tonight between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Cincinnati Reds. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. TJ Antone gets the call for game 1 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Well, Matt, the first thing we're going to find out is how well this guy pitches with little sleep. I can't imagine knowing that you're going to be the next day starting pitcher the night before. This is a young guy making his first start. Listen, you can only make your debut one time, so there has to be lots going on in this guy's mind. Hopefully he can settle down early and pitch well in his debut.
And, guys, as we take a look at the Reds entering play here tonight, they come in a real funk to start the year. Still searching for what's been an elusive first win.
Yeah, Matty V, and you know what, D-Row, it hasn't been a very good homestand so far. They dropped the first 3 games. They open up a new series here, and they'd like nothing more than to get into the win column to get that first win of this homestand.
Yeah, hopefully they were able to shower off that last series. A whole new ball game, new team comes in.
Now to the plate, Jay Daniel, and he's got runners at the corners here with only one gun.
Patient up there.
Daniel.
Wait for a go on now.
First delivery to him on the way. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Still all zeros in the run column here in the 4th inning. Dan, does this continue or does somebody score here?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes, having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low-scoring affairs.
Count now, a ball and a strike.
Come on, let it fly right here.
The 1-1 home. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count.
Let's go.
And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curveball that starts in the zone and breaks just out. Just a great take by the batter.
3-2, full count.
Hey, here we go. Come on now.
Now the payoff pitch home is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Well, their chances of pushing across a run took a pretty good hit after that strikeout. It's so much tougher to score a guy from third with 2 outs instead of 1. Basically, you need a hit or you need to get lucky with a wild pitch.
Now batting, right fielder.
To the plate now, Jay Daniel. He hits it hard on the ground to the left. And that'll just sneak past his outstretched arm, a base hit.
Yeah, definitely not the execution you're looking for to pull an outside breaking ball, but who cares? Next day.
Digging in and looking for more, Jay Daniel. He singled his last time up.
Daniel.
First pitch on its way.
Hey, see it, drive it. See it, drive it.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch.
Ball, that's
That
out.
misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Patient, pitch your pitch.
The 1-1. But right there is the second baseman, and that will retire the side. Pirates strand a couple. They lead it 4-0.
7th inning stretch.
Yeah, that's what you want to do when you're playing on the road. Take it right to the home squad and get a win. Now the pressure is off. If they get one of the next two, the series is theirs.
Here now is our
4-0
final
the score
line
tonight. The Buccos took the lead in the
Pirates,
fourth and held
4
on
runs
until
on
the
9
end.
hits.
Trevor
No errors.
Williams
They left
claims the
8
win
men
out
on
of the
base.
pen, his first. So that's a wrap here tonight.
For the Reds,
For Mark
no
DeRosa,
runs,
Dan
4
Plezak, and
hits,
Heidi
1
Watney, this
error.
is Matt
They left
Vasgersian. You've
14
been
men on
watching
base.
MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter
Time
at
of the ball
MLB
game,
The
2
Show.
hours and 42 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.
We are under the lights this evening as we
And
get
now,
you set for another
your
edition of Baseball on the Show.
2021
Tonight, we've got a good matchup in store between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Cincinnati Reds. It's Reds Baseball on the Show, and it's coming up next. Bubba Derby is on the mound for Game 2. Dan Plezak, what do you got?
Hey, we're looking at a guy that knows how to pitch. Last year, his ERA was just under 3.5 for the season, and I would imagine going into the offseason, he's looking to better that, and hopefully he gets off to a good start, and we'll see if that starts in this one today.
Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1.
Come on, big guy.
Swung on and missed. That's strike 2.
2 strikes.
A swinging bunt out in front of the plate.
Get dirty, get dirty, get dirty.
Oh, and he takes his eye off it here, and it goes right past him. And he'll come in to score from second base, and that is a direct result, obviously, of that poor throw.
And as a former pitcher, I can tell you, nothing is more painful than having...
Now at the plate, Jay Daniel.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
First pitch coming. Here it is. In there at the knees as he authors a strike to the leadoff man. 0-1.
Hey, let's not sugarcoat it. He's had a rough couple innings. He's going to have to find a way, whether it be mechanically or mentally, to be able to stay in this game.
Moustakas has it. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. Striding in, Jay Daniel. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Well, he punched out the last guy, but he didn't get any favors from the blue on the first pitch in this at-bat. Probably should be ahead of this hitter instead of behind.
Skied into straightaway right. Number 44 is there, and he makes the catch for the out. New inning set to get underway. So striding forward now, Jay Daniel. He flew out in his last at-bat. First offering on its way. And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. And a fastball that's about off the radar screen there. It's 2-0.
You know, sometimes it takes a pitcher a few pitches to get going, but those 2 pitches weren't even close. Ball's behind in the count, 2-0. It's time to start getting locked in.
3-0 to him now. Tough pitch to lay off, but he did, and it's ball 4, so the leadoff hitter's aboard to start the 6th.
Well, he's a youngster. You can see he's a little nervous out there. Some people call it butterflies, but to him it probably feels like pterodactyls are flying around in his gut. Going to be interesting to see if he can settle down here.
Ready for another shot now. Jay Daniel.
The right fielder. Jay.
Like you can, like you can. Come on. Come on, Chief. One time. Here we go.
First pitch on its way. And he fouls this one off.
See it. Drive it like you
Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2.
What I love right there is just the freedom in that hack. He ain't trying to do anything but hit the baseball as far as he can.
Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2.
Hey, you got it. No one better. Here we go.
Bat explodes as this has popped up, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. Moran at second, Polanco at first, one gone. Now a cutter, but that's in the dirt for a ball. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away.
Well, the skipper has to be pleased. They go on the road and win the first 2 of this 3-game series, playing for the sweep tomorrow.
9-6, the final tally in this one. The Pittsburgh Pirates took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Domingo Germán gets the win on the mound, his first of the year. Bubba Derby couldn't work out of the third inning, taking the loss. Michael Feliz earns the save out of the bullpen, his second. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com. MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. It's the home opener of this new season between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Pittsburgh Pirates. Folks around here in high spirits. Matt Vasgersian with you on a day that's been circled on their calendars since about midwinter. I'm joined by Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. The staffs for these two teams sure to be a focal point as this series moves along.
You know, I always think pitching and defense are the keys to success in the long run. So as the season gets started, it's going to be really important for this pitching staff to set a good tone. If they can get off on a good foot.
Next will be the
Batting
cleanup
fourth,
hitter, Jay
the right
Daniel.
fielder.
Day off for him yesterday, but back out there for this one. First pitch of the at-bat. And Dan Dero, the Blue Jays, as they enter play here this afternoon. They come in hoping not to fall too deep into an early season hole as they're just 1-5 to start the new campaign.
Yeah, Matty, these players got in their cars today to drive to the stadium focused on one thing. Not who was going to be the hero, just the fact that they needed a W and that one of their teammates, whether it's them or someone else, has to come up with a big knock.
Slow roller down the third baseline.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
A pause, and the 0-2.
Attaboy. I got the count 1 and 2.
And, oh, this one's by him to the backstop. But it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. And it's fouled away. He's set. The 2-2. Fastball right back to the mound. And he'll flip this one on to first as he works his way out of the jam in the inning. Into the box now.
Now
Jay Daniel.
right fielder.
He's 0 for 1 thus far. He's ready.
Daniel.
Here's the first offering.
Ball 1.
Here we go now. Come on now. One time.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Hey, kids, see it. Drive it like you can. Let's go.
Fouled away. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors so far for the Pirates. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
That's a pretty impressive pitch from a young arm.
Now at the plate,
Now
Jay
batting,
Daniel.
right
It's been
fielder.
an 0 for 2
Yeah.
effort for him to this point.
Daniel.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
That elevated fastball right there, that is the biggest change in the game today for me. When I first came up, a lot of guys working that Greg Maddux
ball, 1
east to
strike.
west.
1-1 the count now.
Hey, drive it deep, big dog. Here we
And
go.
the pitch.
I
2-1.
got 2-1 the count.
Man, this guy's had their number all game long. Up, down, in and out. He's pitching very well.
Fouled off. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Soft liner to the left side. But an easy play over at third, and that'll be that. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. 7th inning coming up. It's the Pirates 1. The Jays.
Hey, drive that pitch, huh? Here you go.
Next to bat will be the Pittsburgh cleanup
batting,
batter, Jay
the right
Daniel.
Jay Daniel.
Hey, let's go, big fella. Come on, big dog.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Oh, right back to him on the mound. And he'll just flip this on to first for the 2nd out of the inning.
Yeah, that's what you want to do when you're playing on the road. Take it right to the home squad and get a win. Now the pressure's off. If they get one of the next two, the series is theirs.
Pitching and defense game 2-1 the final score this afternoon. Toronto jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. Alek Manoah gets the win on the mound, his first of the year. Joe Musgrove struck out 10 in the losing effort. Sam Dyson records the save, his second. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com. We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Tanner Tully will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, you can only win your first big league game once, and in his last start, he did just that. I'm sure that ball is put away someplace very special. Nothing more he'd like to do than get win number 2 here in this one.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Daniel is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Blue Jays go down in order. Now at the plate, Lourdes Gurriel. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest.
Lourdes Gurriel.
Hit in the air to right field. Daniel is there to put it away for out number 1. Standing in, Jay Daniel, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Daniel.
Here's the pitch. Well, guys, as the Jays take the field here tonight, they did get the win last time out, but it hasn't been the best week for them as they've won just twice in their last 6 tries.
Yeah, Matty, they started yesterday off on the right foot. If they could put together 2 games in a row, a lot of positive vibes start happening. You never know. This could be a jump start to big things.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Hit out towards second. And that is through into center field for a 1-out single.
He had him on the ropes right there. Count leverage, 2 strikes against the batter.
Now batting, Jay Daniel. He reached on a single in his first try.
Daniel.
From the stretch. And he fouls this one off.
Come on, baby. Get your pitch.
Strike 2.
Hey, let her rip up there. Let's go.
Inside and high with that one. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Love the high heater right there to raise the hitter's sights. Let's see if he buries something in the dirt right here.
Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out. Here's Randall Grichuk. He'll start off the 5th in this one.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these 2 teams would be able to get some base runners on and get him in, but that hasn't been the case.
And that'll get down for a base hit.
Yeah, man, he's locked in and pretty dominant since the first, so as long as he can get back.
Stepping up to the plate, Cavan Biggio.
Second baseman, Cavan Biggio.
In the air to straightaway right. Right fielder is on the run. He makes the catch, and the runner from second will tag and head for third. Throw won't get him.
We'll see if moving up to third pays.
At the plate, Jay Daniel, a hit in 2 tries so far.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball.
So digging in now, Jay Daniel. He singled his last time up. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Hey, there's an old saying in baseball, you need to take a strike in this spot. Well, he got one there. Now he just needs to find a way to get on.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1.
Make it happen right now, hunk kid.
Here's a pop-up now. Tellez is there for it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. And tonight's comes to an end, 6-3 the final. Toronto rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one.
Fans, our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Blue Jays, 6 runs, 8 hits, 1 error. They left 9 men on base.
Afternoon baseball. Mitch Keller will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Matty B, this ought to be exciting. This is one of the top young pitchers in the game right now. He keeps getting better. He keeps learning. And if he continues at this pace, this guy has a chance to be one of the more reliable pitchers in the game.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. A leap, but this is out of reach and off the wall. Around second. He's on his way to third. The relay throw, and he'll make it to third base. Almost a home run there, but he's got himself a trip. Into the box now, number 26. A couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night. Now the pitch. This is line to left. Gurriel is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now. Leading off the inning, Jay Daniel, and they'll need him to get something going here.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. If they want to get things going, how about trying to get some base runners on, or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
And it's fouled away. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Fastball hit on the ground is short. Bichette gathers it in, and a good throw gets him 1 gone. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Rowdy Tellez. And their runners at the corners now. The 1-2. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Daniel is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So now at the plate, Jay Daniel, 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Line towards center field. And this is hauled in just shy of the track out there for out number 2. Ready for another chance. Reese McGuire struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0 for 4 ball game right here. Now here's a fly ball. Well hit. Going back is the right fielder to the track. And this one is gone. A home run. Well, we've now seen 4 homers combined between these 2 clubs today. What are your... At the plate, Jay Daniel.
The right fielder, Jay Daniel.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Let it rip right here. Hey, you got it. No one better. Let's go.
Fielded cleanly. Runners are at first and third, 1 away. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
Props to the hitter right there for laying off with a guy on third. You want to be aggressive, but you have to get a pitch you can drive.
Shin high. That's taken for a ball.
All right, come on now.
All right, no more hoping he's going to chase. It's 2-2 now. You've got to come up with the best pitch right here, because this is definitely a strikeout situation.
3 3-2.
And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here. From down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2. And he's seen a lot of pitches, too.
And he misses with it, ball 4, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
You might think it's just another win, but it's awfully hard to win in this game, especially on the road. But they find a way to get it done, and they should be very happy with this performance.
This one comes to a close with a 9-5 final. The Jays used it. We are under the lights this evening as we get you. Domingo Germán, the right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Germán, sneaky, quick fastball, 93 to 95 miles an hour. His best off-speed pitch, though, is the changeup, and it's an advanced changeup for such a young pitcher. Good mix of pitches. One of the things he does, he attacks the strike zone. When he's throwing strikes, he's tough to hit.
Batting fifth, the center fielder.
In now for Colorado, Sam Hilliard. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Skied into straightaway right. Right fielder giving chase. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
No runner. Hold it right there. Hold it.
Stepping in,
Batting
Jay
fifth,
Daniel.
the
He'll
right
get to
fielder.
take his first cuts
Jay
here. Here it comes.
Daniel.
This is popped up. Nevin over to his left. 2 down. Digging in, Jay Daniel.
Now batting.
0 for 1 for
The
him here
right
in this
fielder.
one.
Jay Daniel.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Way behind that
0-1
pitch.
the
It's
count.
0-1.
I'm going to need to see a better game plan out of the hitter right here. That ball was at his eyes.
Goodness.
0-2
0-2
the
now.
count.
Real ugly 0-1 swing there. As a pitcher, you've got to be hunting for the strikeout, knowing you have this guy way off balance.
And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3. And coming to the plate now, Tyler
Now
Nevin,
batting.
runner
The
in
first
scoring
baseman.
position with 2 gone.
Tyler Nevin.
The 0-1 on its way. This one's flared off to the right side. Here comes the right fielder. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the. So it's 2 runs. Stepping up now, Charlie
Now
Blackman.
batting.
So
Right
far,
fielder.
2 for 3 in this one.
Blackman.
The 1-2. Heading out toward shallow right. Daniel will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. So the next to the plate for Pittsburgh,
batter.
Jay
The
Daniel.
right fielder.
He'll look to bounce back
Jay
after striking out his last time
Daniel.
up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Just off the end of the bat. It's a foul ball, and he'll stick around.
All right, one time right here.
The next
1 ball,
0-2
2 strikes,
misses,
count.
and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
Nope,
Misses,
that's down.
ball
Come on,
2.
man. See it up.
He started this guy backwards, couple of off-speed pitches early, followed by back-to-back heaters. He can go either way he wants to go right now.
And he just
Okay.
misses
Take one,
inside
kid.
with the
Attaboy.
fastball there.
That was another good pitch and a tough call that could have gone either way. He couldn't get him to bite on it again, so the count's gone from 0-2 to 3-2.
So it was a strikeout swinging. Striding in for the Rockies, Sam Hilliard. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Sam Hilliard.
Pops this one up just beyond the infield on the right side.
Ball.
In there, a base hit.
Relay, relay, relay.
And he'll pull into second here with nobody out. Striding into the box, Jay
The right
Daniel.
fielder. Jay Daniel.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
This is going to be an interesting at-bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
Behind 0-2 now. Polanco leads off second with nobody out. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
You know, it's always nice to get that first one under your belt when you start a 4-game series on the road. Takes a little bit of the wind out of the sails of the guys in the home dugout and gives you confidence to come back and do it again tomorrow.
We are under the light. Jamison Taillon is on the mound for game 2. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Leading up
Matt,
for
this
the
guy is a
Pirates,
big power arm.
the right fielder.
Former first-round
Jay
draft pick by the Pittsburgh Pirates.
Daniel.
And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
As we look again at that double here, you can see that he was thinking too right out of the box. Smashed it down the line, and that was some...
Trying to pick things up
Now
where
back.
we left off.
All right, look at your
Jay
pitch here. That's it
Daniel
right
will
now.
try to
Jay
follow up the double in his last
Daniel.
at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, he jumped all over that first pitch last time up. Interested to see if he has the same approach this AB.
Runs up to bunt here, but he missed it for strike one. Fouled away.
Go, kid, one time right here.
The 0-2 home. And the knuckle curve freezes him as he becomes out number one.
Well, it's been a rough series for.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Jay Daniel. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
Oh, that's a tough call for Blue right there. Either way you call it, somebody doesn't like it. But hey, that's the life of an umpire.
Here it comes, 2-0. Now a ball fouled down the right field line out of play, so that'll move the count to 2-2 now.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first. Stepping into the box, Jay Daniel. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball one. Morrow has racked up over 800 innings in his big league career and sports an ERA right around the major league average at just over 4. Fouled off. Now the 1-1 pitch. Grounded down the third baseline. And that's a base hit, so a chance for some important insurance here to kick off the bottom of the 8th.
Dan, you have to love it when your defense picks you up right there, keeping him at first.
Well, there's no doubt they've looked pretty inept the last 5 games. But they got the monkey off their back here with the win.
Here now is our final line score tonight.
A 5-0 finish tonight.
Pirates, 5 runs on 11 hits. No errors. They left 13 men on base.
The Pittsburgh MLB The Show's coverage of Tanner Tully will be on the mound for Game 4. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, it's hard to have all 4 of your pitches on, but I think if this guy can have 2 or 3 of his 4 pitches and have command of them, he's going to have a really good game.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one. These Rockies guys, they dropped another one last time out, and in fact, they've won just twice in their last 8 tries.
Yeah, Matty, they played a heck of a game first game of this series and then dropped the last 2, not playing really good baseball. They have to find a way to win this one today.
No doubt about it, D-Roll. There's such a thing as a good series by winning the last.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Jay Daniel, comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. From the windup, the 2-0 pitch.
Hey, try let it fly.
3-1.
Well, that's ball 3, and the Pirates right now would do anything to get that leadoff guy on. They would welcome a walk.
And here's a ball in the air now, carrying a bit out toward right center. Therefore, it is Blackman, and he's got it for the first out. So coming to the plate, Tyler Nevin, 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far.
Tyler Nevin.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Daniel is there, 2 down. At the plate, Jay Daniel. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch coming, here it is. 3-2's our score here in inning number 6. Barely able to make contact, down 0-2 now. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he fouls this one off. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Got him swinging in the dirt. Walters is after it. And the throw to first is there to record the second out. David Dahl to the plate now. 0 for 2 for him to this point. The 0-1.
Dahl
pulls this one into the air out into right field. Daniel is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. 3 down. So digging in with a chance to win it here, Jay Daniel, although there are a couple of bases open, and we'll see if they think about working around him. Lays off 1-0.
Watch up. Got neutral.
Well, here's a ground ball up the middle and into center field for a base hit. And raise the Jolly Roger. The Pirates are going to walk off winners. Well, we watched a really solid starting pitching performance, kept the opposition at bay, and as a result, he's our top player of the game.
Here now is our
he
final
really
line
stood out to me in this one, guys. Absolutely electric stuff on the mound.
A player receives input from a coach.
We are under the lights this evening as we
And
get
now,
you set for another edition of baseball. Miles Michaelis, a right-hander from Florida, gets the ball as the starter here. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matt, this guy was pretty good in this last one. He lasted into the 7th inning. He ended up taking the loss, but he pitched awfully well, and sometimes a line score can be deceiving. He pitched much better than taking a loss pitching into the 7th inning.
And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And not in time as he just crosses the plate in time.
Man, this is a continuation.
Up next for the Buccos, Jay Daniel, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here's the pitch. And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0. And fellas, we take a look at the Redbirds entering play here tonight. They're on a great run of late as they come in winners of 7 of their last 9 games.
Yeah, Matty, this is a nice one. First game of a homestand. You played well on the road. You got a chance to grab a shower and sleep in your own bed last night. I bet you this team comes out on the attack today.
So in now is the Cardinals pitcher, Miles Michaelis. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Set to deliver the 0-1. Fly ball out to straightaway right. And that's in there. Base hit.
Relay.
Rodriguez rounds third and is digging for the plate. And he's safe at the plate as it's now a 2-0 ball game.
Great piece of hitting here. Men on first, and they're playing him to pull, but he crosses them up and goes the other way with it, making the outfielder cover a lot of extra ground. That allowed the runner to come all the way around from first to score, and that was a great piece of hitting.
Daniel is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jay Daniel. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Big swing, but he just gets a piece of it. Strike 1.
Your pitch right here. Let's go, bud.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Turner is there, 1 away. So striding in, Jay Daniel.
Jay Daniel.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Grounder down the line at third. This gets foul. It's 0-1.
He got the fastball where he wanted and just pulled off of it.
Ball.
Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1.
Got a ball, 1 strike.
Way outside, nearly to the backstop. 2-1.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty, but hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
3-1 to him now. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes.
2. Full count. 3-2.
He got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the. Stepping in for the Cardinals, Justin Turner. And he's got ducks on the pond, as they say, looking to add to his team's already sizable lead. In the air out toward right field. Right fielder giving chase. And he makes the catch as just the 1 run comes across. Digging in, Jay Daniel starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. But these guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
No balls and a strike to count.
Up there, huh?
The windup and the 0-1. Takes this the other way to right.
Nice one.
Solid base hit for him, his first of the afternoon. The 9th inning's underway with a leadoff man aboard.
Wow, not only are complete games rare in this day and age of Major League Baseball, but a complete game
Our final
shutout.
line score
This guy
tonight.
was in total
First for the
command
victorious
from the
St.
first
Louis
inning
Cardinals.
through the ninth.
Afternoon baseball here. Carlos Martinez will be on the bump for game 2 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, when you look up the word dependability in the dictionary, you'll find a picture of this guy. Career ERA just under 3.5, and that's saying quite a lot in the high-scoring games that we see in baseball going on right now. Real solid pitcher, controls the running game, controls the strike zone, and more importantly, he knows how to get deep into the 6th, 7th, and 8th inning. Solid pitcher, and he'll be fun to watch in this one here today.
And I think that may have been a situation where the runner on first was waiting to see if the ball was going to get down or not. If there were 2 outs, he most likely scores there. Instead, he has to hold at third. Can't really fault him for that, though.
High in the air out towards shallow right. Daniel has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. And he's not even going to consider it here as he holds tight. So stepping in, Jay Daniel. And as you can see, he has been slumping offensively.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Swings through it for strike number 2.
0-2 count. You could do just about anything you want right now. Up, down, in, out, hard, soft. Good time to be a pitcher.
And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. The next to bat for St. Louis, Tommy Edman.
Now batting.
Set to deliver the 0-1.
Tommy.
Pulled toward right center field. Oh, and he misses it.
Relay. Here we go. Relay.
He hit the corner and tries for third. The relay, and he is in there. Stepping into the box, Jay Daniel. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Daniel.
This one's down to third.
Dig, get it out.
On to first, and it's in time as they're finally able. Digging in to try it again, Jay Daniel. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
Daniel.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Center fielder giving chase, and he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out. Ready now, Jay Daniel. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once.
Daniel.
Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. And he misses with it, 1-1. And the pitch. A bouncer to the left side. Throw on to